All right, people of the world. This is GTA Raj, and I welcome you back to the channel once again. Now, tonight, we are tackling something that could have been done last week, but I decided against it. So, last week, I decided to stream a bunch of PS1 demo discs, right? I wholeheartedly decided to do that. One of them was going to be this, the Euro Demo 103 Halloween Spook-Tacular. And I looked at the game list on it, and I didn't do that before stream, I did it during the stream. And I looked at it and I'm like, wait a minute. Some of this very much could be its own stream. Because there's a lot of content here, because we have Silent Hill, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Doom, Medieval 1, Medieval 2, Quake 2, Nightmare Creatures, Alone in the Dark 4. I didn't even realize Nightmare Creatures was on this. There are 12 playable demos on this. And we are going to go through most of them tonight. Obviously, we are not, we will do Monsters Inc. just for fun. We will be skipping out on Ghoul Panic, Dancing Stage Fever, Quake 2, Muppet Monster Adventure. I am curious as to how Doom runs on PS1. Like, everything in this modern day and age can run Doom, right? Everything can run Doom in this modern day and age. But there was a time and a place where you were just uncertain as to how a certain thing would run. Like, yeah, sure, things can run old Doom in this day and age, right? What about back then? How good could the PS1 actually run Doom? Well, in this demo, we are going to be finding out. So, yes. Let me just finish sending out my link real quick. One second. Na 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 na. One second, chat. One second. So, yeah. We will be diving into a whole bunch of stuff tonight. Just like last week, except it's on a single disc. I've just put the disc in. I forgot where the piss my controller is. There it is. So we're not running it on the base PS1. We're running it through PS3. I mean, my system, PS3 in its own right is just backwards compatible. Or at least my one is anyway. So what we're doing, we will be avoiding Dancing Stage because for whatever reason. Oh, nice flash there. Whoever came up with these demo discs were like, yeah, shill the absolute fuck out of Dancing Stage. Why? This is a Halloween themed demo disc. Why is Dance Dance Revolution on it? Or what we like to call Dancing Stage Fever. Just why? My guy! So the main event is Silent Hill, but I want to check out Doom. I want to see how well Doom runs and if it even suits PS1. Ooh, that's a bit low. Let's see if it even loads. Cause these are my actual discs. From back in the day. Well, most of these are anyway. GT Interactive. What? The same guy that put out Oddworld. Well, the same publisher for Oddworld. Loading. This is not going to be a very long look at Doom, because it is Doom. You get what you pay for. Oh. I mean... Oh. So the controls are not what you'd expect. I'm gonna go back in there because I tried to do a thing and it didn't work. So basically what I tried to do is bring up a pause menu. That didn't work. At least right now there isn't one in the demo. Or there might be one, but it may not be accessible. This is one of the demos that would reset if you press the select button. Which is where the whole thing with the Crash Bash come into play. Because in Crash Bash, the demo for it, you can unlock everything. You can unlock all the levels by using cheat code. And it is the full thing, or else it would be more restrictive. But the thing that holds it back is the select button. I mean, that in its own right is not very impressive. So, yeah, this title screen isn't really it. So, yeah. 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, we got 50 ammo. We can strafe left and right. L2 and R2 swap guns. There we go. Now this is weird because triangle. Triangle is what you use to fire the gun. Triangle is what you use to fire the gun, which is not what you'd expect. Especially something like this. So for me personally, what I would expect is X to be what you use. I'm dead. Nice. For what it is, it actually does run quite well. This is actually quite smooth. Honestly, it is. This version of Doom runs quite smooth compared to what it would have done for me on my PC back in the day. Well, I say that. I was running a Windows ME system back then. And it ran from memory From memory, it ran quite well for me. So there is that. I'm gonna try Medieval, but I think it's the one that we've all been through already. Because we did that stream last week where we tested an older version of it with older icons, and we also jumped into the one that was on one of the other demos, and it was just the same. It was just a later version of it. So at this point, I'm high pressed to believe. Yeah, like I mentioned in the last one, this intro animation is smoother and less jagged and wobbly as the early demo one. So this is not the original. This is not the demo that we played. What this is a cut down version. Oh wow, we can't even reboot that. Okay, let's reset. You can tell just by the intro thing, because in the demo 1 version that we played, there was a different menu for a different main menu. There was different sound effects. The camera animation was different. The location or the pathing towards it was slightly somewhat different as well, and less smooth and less polished. So there is that. The music was also different. It is quite something to behold. I like seeing differences like that in games. Muppet Monster Adventure, Nightmare Creatures, Quake 2, Silent Hill, Soul Reaver, Alone in the Dark. The best horror game of all time, Dancing Stage Fever. Isn't that everyone's favorite of all favorite horror games? Dancing Stage. I say that, yeah, I've got a dance mat for it. I could whip that out at some point. Actually, no, I'm not doing that. Medieval 2. This one is actually quite interesting. I've never played the original demo for it. The museum. Look at Sardan. Just getting up off that frickin' slab. Back from the dead once again, the great hero of Gallowmere reduced to a dusty relic at the back of an old museum. Fucking Casper the Ghost, shut the hell up. But with the same old problems. Find yourself a weapon and get ready for a swap.
And if you see my spectral trail, stand in the light and press action to summon me.
The legendary knight Sir Daniel Fortescue, born around 1250, died in 1286 at the Battle of Gallowmere. Legend has it that after defeating the evil sorcerer Zarok at the Battle of Gallowmere, he rose from the dead a century later to destroy Zarok once and for all. It is said that in times of great need he will return again to free the land from evil. But he didn't defeat Zarok until the game. Because he, as legend has it, Sir Dan was the first to fall. Yay. So controls are different again. I think this is based on the retail version. Yeah, this is based on the retail version of 1. So when we played the demo, circle was to charge up your doodad, your sword, and then swing it. But when the retail game came out, it was square to charge it up, and then circle was to jump, square was to swing, where it was reversed in the demo, or at least in the original demo. Also, I don't know if it's just this demo, but the music seems to be off. Can I not read that? Come here, you. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, all the controls are just the same, so there's nothing to really worry about. Come here! Now, I could be wrong in thinking, but it might just be another timed demo as well. Whoa. Hey! Stop getting handsy with me, bucko. Could he even hurt me with it? No arms and head. Oh, that is really annoying. I can't see where I'm going properly. Oh, we retained the dash from the first game. Okay, I forgot about that. Lamau. So this is unique. In a game like this, not everything would carry over from the first game. You'd have to re-earn a lot of it. So in our case scenario, later on in the first game, we unlock a dash, which we can, when we're sprinting, we can press triangle and then boof. We are running like a goddamn crack addict. However, a lot of games would take that away from you and make you re-earn it again. And then be like, oh, you forgot how to do it. I'm being looped! Little punk. Yeah, at some points here, it's just pointless to have a thing. I got me a pistol, boy. There we go, X's action. Yay for no dialogue, let's go, boys! What the hell, might be descent. Jesus Christ, on a motorbike. I got me a gun, punk. I can't remember. Yeah, it could be just down to the demo being old. Yeah, a lot of his dialogue line's not playing. Press triangle to duck. If you press triangle was running, you do a daring dash. Combine this with a jump for a super jump. Try it out. Oh, fuck. Because here's the thing, right? Oh, there's something up there. We have 100 shots in this fucking musket? Are you kidding? Crap. Whatever. We're gonna reset. The reason I'm resetting is simply down to the fact I've done this kind of thing on stream before. So there's no real point in me going through Medieval 2, because I've done it before on stream. It doesn't take away from how fun the games are. They are generally fun games. I've just done them before. So we're gonna put our focus on the main big ones on the stream. So yeah. Na 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 na. So Silent Hill, Soul Reaver, Alone in the Dark. You know what? Let's check out Nightmare Creatures again. Because I wonder what demo it's gonna be. Because, as I've said numerous times already, there's now 2 demos. I only thought there was one, where you're just running through a town and beating the crap out of people. This might just be the one. I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's the old one. It's not the whooping one. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one I was on about. What is the button anyway? Yeah, it's square. You walk up to them, you press square. So now we've got 2 guns. Some of these you can actually break into. That is so powerful. I don't know anything about this game outside of this plus the cemetery level. That one is toxic. I'm not touching that. Unless. There we go. So I'm wondering if inventory stuff. Oh, right. You hold L2 and then you can switch between them. Right. So for people coming in, we are playing demo 103. Nightmare Creatures is on it, and it's the demo that I remember. There is one of them in a house somewhere. Knock, knock. Never mind. Is that not a landmine? I mean, it's an iron door. Where's the switch for it? Oh, is it in here? No? Wait, what? No, it's not here. There's a room that we have to go to, and there's like a thing that we can do to unlock the thing. It's not in here. Yeah, keeping in mind, due to the age and the condition of the discs, music's not always going to be guaranteed. When in doubt, just smack someone's door with a bow staff. I mean, this zombie could be... No, that's not it. It is somewhere. Yeah, whatever. Oh! Boy. I'm getting my ass kicked by a zombie. Yeah, this is what you think it is. We will be covering this on Friday along with Resident Evil 1. So there's no point in me covering this now. Oh. What I am going to do is I'm going to hit the BRB and get a quick bathroom break. And when we come back, we'll be covering the remaining 3 games that we're meant to be covering. So give me a little minute. Alright, we're back. I was just swap my shirt out. I was getting a wee bit toasty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna check out Soul Reaver. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played Soul Reaver properly, even in demo format. When I tried to stream it at one point, this wouldn't work. The version that I had, I was trying to do the Steam version, and it wouldn't work with my controller, and then it was just looking weird. But then I tried to stream it before I had an HDMI capture card, and just god awful everything on it. But that wasn't a fault of the game. That was very much a fault of the capture device. So there's that Legacy of Kain, Legacy of Kain, Sony Repercussion Dynamics. Yeah. So we get to see the intro cinematic, which is great. Hi, how you doing? So, because of the way we formatted this, we're doing this. Then we're going on to Silent Hill. Oh no, I'm not going to Silent Hill. What's the other one? We're going on to Alone in the Dark. And then Silent Hill. Silent Hill is the big one for tonight. So we'll be covering. As Raziel, you must discover and cast the first of many powerful glyph spells, the Fire Glyph. To gain the Fire Glyph, you must complete the following tasks. Smashing. Smashing. The reason I say it like that is it's just so Nigel Thornberry. So, okay, fun fact, this controller that's being displayed is not the DualShock. Or it doesn't appear to be the DualShock. That appears to be the Dual Analog, which is basically the DualShock minus the rumble, but has bigger grips and has indented thumbsticks. Something that Sony never brought back until the PS4, but even then it wasn't nearly as good. Damn it, Sony, you had something very ergonomic. Ooh, this is running really nice, actually. Remind me to stream this again at some point on the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast version is maybe really good. Oh, we can pick that up. I loved playing this back in the day on my bud's play. Was it? He had it on PlayStation. I loved playing it on his PlayStation because of just how versatile, like, you could be. Because if you could see a weapon, you could pick it up and beat someone's ass with it. If I remember, yeah, let's go! And then we can pick that back up again. Look at that! Look at how good that is! Yeah, Soul Reaver's definitely an icon. Hey, watch this. Oh. Hey! Stop dodging me. Stop dodging me. Oh, he's reading me. He's reading me. That's why. There we go. Give me your soul. I love this game. When it works, it really works. Bonk. I will bonk the door. Oh, is it gonna teach us how to glide? Cause we can glide as Azazel or whatever the fuck. Bam 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 boom. Bam bam boom bam bam bam. Bam bam boom bam bam bam. Can we glide? We can glide! Hype! Holy shit! The frame rate just took a fucking absolute shit. Right, let's see. That. Spider Reaver does whatever a Spider Reaver does. Can he swing? No, he can't. But he can glide, cause he's Reaver Man. That is fucking cringe. But can we climb on these? No, we can't. I have to solve this one. Do we have a first person? Oh, I remember that. We have a semi-first person where we can look around. So it wants us to go up on top of those. There is clearly a way to. Oh, I think I know what it is. We have to jump. We have to super jump and glide. Whoop. Excuse you. Climb, climb, climb. I've got claws, and I know how to use them. So, yeah. That is also not the way. Okay, that is interesting. So it wanted me to go to that thing for a reason. So why would I have to... There is nothing else here, so if I go back... If I go back, it's just the same as before. There is no point to going back. Oh, fuck, I need that. Give me that back! I need to stab people with it! Ah, that is so cool. Can we not bring stuff like that back for games? Are you kidding me? Am I right in thinking one of them is shorter than the rest? Doesn't seem like it. Because my thought was that if one of them was shorter, you could glide on over to them. I'm running out of time! Yeah, I'm not able to. I don't know what I'm supposed... Wait, is it just as simple? That looks like it raises up. The game's already told me I need to go over there. And there's no other place to go, and I can't reach over there. Why am I watch buzzing? Stop telling me to do things! I'm already doing things. This might just be a short Soul Reaver section, but the frame rate is also taking a shit, so... Ow. Yeah, there's nothing else around here. So my thought... Oh, we actually are losing power. We got the Sparky Sparkles. Yeah, there's no way for us to get over there. Okay. Zoink. Zoink. Never mind. So, that one was a little bit quicker. Simply because I didn't know what to do and we're virtually out of time at that point. It told us to do a thing and I couldn't do the thing. Simply put, that is more than likely user error. So that's that's my fault right there. So keep that one in mind when doing that. My head is so fucking warm, but I need to keep the hat on. Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark is one that I have a little bit of experience with, but only a little bit. Simply down to the fact I've played this one on stream before, but it wasn't the demo. I ended up playing the actual game. So character control, flashlight on off, inventory run, action shoot, quit game, target mode, free look, aiming, radio not available, L2 map, start pause. So if I'm right in thinking, this is New Nightmare. Oh, this is New Nightmare. This is this is a separate demo from what I remember. So what I remember on this one, right, is at least demo wise, what I remember is when you're playing as the woman, and you're locked in a room with the old woman, and you have to treat it separate. That crap really scared the piss out of me when I was a kid. Wait, what was that heartbeat? Heartbreaker! Interesting. We got ourselves a cutscene, bucko. So this is a 3D game. This is also uses tank controls. Oh. This is very Resident Evil. Interesting. I forgot to shoot. Let me shoot! Center and set music, voice volume, vibration. Map. I forgot the I forgot the control to shoot. I'm pretty sure it's like R1 circle or some nonsense like that. If it wasn't, and I actually got it wrong, we're trying it again anyway. If it was something basic and it just didn't work for me, that's an issue with the game. However, right now it's user error. Very much user error. Because this game plays a lot like Resident Evil. It really does. Alright, let's pay attention to controls this time. Action and shoot. I pressed X once or twice, I didn't do none. So we have to aim. Before the little doggo of hell shows up. Okay. I get it. So now I'm not going in unprepared. That never happens again, so... Right. We never figured out Soul Reaver, but now we figured out this. Take that, punk. It was ultimately pointless of me going over there. God damn it. Because we have to reunite with our partner, who's currently, at this point, probably still in the house. I figured it might be locked as much.
Carnby? Carnby, come in.
What's going on?
Things. Terrifying things. Shadows. Living shadows.
Aline?
It's awful. Come and get me. I'm begging you. Come quick.
Aline! Aline!
Yeah, this dialogue's not the best. It's not even good. I mean, someone in his predicament, he could very well claim that. He could even sculpture. That is not a sculpture, that's a wall, friend. So that is a. So how do we even get in then? Because the gate's locked. We don't have the option to climb over it. La na 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 na. We also have a flashlight. Oh. Now that's open. Alright. Tank controls are just terrible. Bullets! I need those. You take a box of magnesium bullets. Do you want to activate this valve? Yes, please. So you do spend your time running through, doing puzzles, shooting demons, stuff like that. So it's approximately 4 shots to kill those hounds. The valve drained a whole bunch of water from somewhere, which I think is over here. No, still not over there. So it looks like we're kind of on the right track. I think. So this fence right here, that's gonna lead us somewhere. Oh, down here. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I just don't play sound effects for the water, alright? Nice. Love to see it. Love to actually see it. Isn't he just the nicest, most handsomest fella, huh? I honestly don't know what to expect from this, because these demos, they don't go on for very long. They never have. And let's see. So it's using tank controls and then like technology that made Metal Gear work in a 3D space. I really don't know what else to say about this. Like, yeah, when I did a little bit of a playthrough of it a few years back, it was fantastic overall. Because I was atmospherically sucked into it. The fuck? Why are we reloading? That was kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb. They don't have an auto facing, at least I don't think so anyway. What makes this game awkward is how it functions ever in some way. What I mean by that is, like I just mentioned, there's no auto face. Like, when you aim, you're aiming where you're looking. So I got dragged under, right? And then he got back up the same way he was facing. And to even turn around, it takes all the time in the world to do it. There are violent and disturbing images in this game. Wow, thank you for telling me. I wouldn't have known otherwise. Oh my god, it's Konami? Are you kidding? K-Set? Oh my god. It just makes me want to play Shattered Memories again. Yeah, we're fine. Skip that. Right. So holding R2 and pressing X is how you shoot. Are you getting back up? Oh, there's more? Okay, okay. So how did that other one survive? It was the same thing. This one took a lot less shots. The door is jammed. It cannot be opened. Thank you for telling me. The door is jammed. It cannot be opened. Oh my god, a door! Let me go in. Holy shit, look at those pictures. Uh, 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 uh. Crab baskets. Alright, let's go this way. I remember I never got too far into Silent Hill as a whole. I didn't even get to this. Can I go in? How do you know there's nothing inside? We didn't even look. Oh shit, we're in the boiler room. We got Freddy Krueger on the run. You're all my children now. Oh! Red button. We need to push it. Push. Push. Yes. Oh. Well, thank you for giving me trust issues and false hope. I've already had that once in my life. It is a valve for steam regulation. Or not steam regulation, it's a steam valve. Let's keep going. There's another door here. Oh. I mean, it's a haunted... Is it... Not a haunted game, it's a haunted style of gaming. So I am not surprised. Let me out. Yay. Stop trying to give me head, little motherfucker. What else is there? That is very distracting. Of course it can't be opened. Can we try that anywhere else? So there's nothing there. So this is literally just a courtyard. Oh, wait, what is this? The hands are stopped at 10. Fine. Ooh, papers. A threatening blood. Alchemy laboratory. Gold in an old man's palm. Wait, gold in an old man's palm. The future hidden in his fist. Exchange for Sage's water. Whoever wrote that was high as fuck. Let me look through these drawers. Never mind. Can I go in? Let's go. Give me that. Yeah. What's my inventory looking like? That's not an inventory. Okay, this is really weird. So we have a first aid kit. Use. Let's do that. Pocket radio is on. What is this? Flashlight on. We have a steel pipe. We have a kitchen knife. What are we, Michael Myers? So we now have 18 handgun bullets, so we can reload. We can empty a clip, reload a full clip with 6 shots left. Never mind. We have 1 full use left. Let's see options. Vibration. We don't have vibration. I don't have the right tools for vibration. Nothing of significance in here except for maybe that picture. Oh, picture, oh, picture. Ooh. A picture of a door, 3 squares. I don't know who drew it, but it is certainly in bad taste. No, the hell it's not. That's in great taste. I would love to have that. Lock is jammed. Stop jamming locks! I need to go get a can of WD-40 or something. Let me in. Never mind. Can I hide in the locker? I don't necessarily have context for what I'm supposed to do. Give me the bullets. Thank you. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Well, that's kind of gay, isn't it? Alright, let's go upstairs. Because we haven't actually been upstairs yet. Let me upstairs. Oh, there's a mole thing. What the? Are they dangerous? They don't seem to be. We'll leave them. Why are all the doors locked? Stop locking doors! Get away from me, punk ass! Thank you. Thank you for dying. Here's your receipt. Let's see. There's doors. Let's go in here. A hand! That ain't no statue. That's been lopped off from somewhere. You can't tell me that is not a part of a statue. Oh, that is part of a statue. That is some highlight gaslighting. The vest is shot tight as if to never let go. But it has some... Take it! I guarantee you that is going to come in handy later on. I guarantee it. And if we come back here for it, the chances of it being gone because of some shenanigans related to the plot is quite high. So it would be in our interest to take a hold of this hand. And get to grips with what it is. Oh yes, I'm in the cupboard. There's still what if we need a drink? This is a chemical. Take it. Yes. I like taking chemicals. Glucose? Why is it jammed? Stop jamming things. The only thing you need to jam is someone's cooter with a dig. Yeah, there really isn't much we can do. We can't take the hand. For whatever reason. Okay, that's what happened to the Underminer from Incredibles. Thank you for the handgun bullets. It's kind of weird how they're optional. Hey, look at that. That's where America is right now, in the trash. I hear another one. Right, room. We have to check all the rooms, every single one of them. Open up, never mind, it's a cat. Who puts a cat in the locker? You psychopath! Never mind, cat's died. Poor cat. Fucking tank controls, get out of here. Did it just die? Where's the corpse? I want to bury the cat because it was a good cat. It was a nice cat. Always loved the cat. Another one. Another. What the hell are we supposed to do up here then? Without proper context, I don't know what the hell we're doing. So that takes us back down again. We don't want to do that. Let's check this room out. I think we've been in here. Yeah, it's a standardized classroom. We've been in here. That's wolf. There's an American flag in the bin. It is just standard stuff. I genuinely don't know what to do here. Because the demo throws you in without context. It gives you... It lets you try the game, but you have no context for what to do. Yeah. That's all I can say about that. Right. Let's have a natter about the ones that we played. Have a natter about it, and that'll be stream. Tomorrow is a Bellend stream. I had to quickly sort out what we're playing tomorrow, and then go from there. If I remember correctly, it's Phasmophobia. We can't mess with ghosts. Right. So we hopped into Medieval 2 or Medieval 1 to see what it was like, and it's the retail demo. It is not the same one as what was on demo 1. Because keep it in mind, this is 103. They were recycling everything here. They were recycling, like, without a shadow of a doubt. They just wanted to fire out these discs. There was nothing coming out in the PS1 in 2000. Was this 2003? Yeah, 2003. 1997 to 2003. Yeah. So by this point, there was one or two PS1 games that got released in 03. I think one of them was a chess game. Let's see. Let's find out. The last licensed PlayStation game released in Japan was Black Matrix on May 13th, 2004. The final game released in North America was FIFA Football 2005. Jesus. Okay, there's a gamer article on it. Reject as always. Rascal Racers. Cat in the Hat for some reason. Dance, PAL Extra Track, or Dance UK. That's Dance. Yeah, that's for the Dance Mat. There's a specific Dance Mat for that. NFL Game Day, Madden, XS Junior League Soccer, FIFA 05, Dancing Stage Fusion, Jet Ace, Strider Hiryu. What? Okay, that is interesting. Strider Hiryu, October 26th, 2006. And an article by The Gamer suggests that the game came out for arcades, but Capcom released it on PlayStation 1 long after Sony had stopped supporting the console. What in tarnation? How much is that to buy? That is expensive even for a Japanese game. Holy crap. Let's see. Let's see, list of them 2003 on the PS Wiki. There was a chess game. Or something along those lines. May not. I think. Oh, my cousin had it. I forgot the name of it, but like. There was one that came out in 2003. But there was. At this point in this demo's life cycle, everything included here were all old and re-released. So we had Dancing Stage Fever. I don't know why they were so pushy with that. It is just insanity that they'd even put a dancing stage game on a horror themed demo. Now, it's not the first time there's been a horror compilation for PS1. There was one, years before it. A good few years before. It was like around 97, 98. There was a compilation, like the world's best horror games on PS1. Something along those lines. But we went into Alone in the Dark 4, which, for some ungodly reason, it is titled Alone in the Dark 4, but the actual game name is Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare. We also tried Doom out of curiosity, because I wanted to see how well Doom ran on the PS1. Because keeping in mind, this was in a time where Doom was exclusive to PC. PC and IBM. IBM and PC compatible. That's what it was. At this point in time, when Doom had originally come out, especially when the PS1 version was released, it was PS1 IBM PC and IBM compatible. It really wasn't on any other platform, and if it was a fan project. So like the Amstrad CPC got a port. It was a fan port, and just whatever. At this point in time, though, it was already on the 32X. It went on PC first, and then it got ported to 32X. It also got ported to the Sega Jaguar. It also got ported to the Atari Jaguar, but that was later on down the line. And the port for Jaguar was meant to be quite good. This one wasn't. So, just for a little extra context, if you were not playing Doom on PC, you were playing a bad version of it. The SNES version was blurry, but had great music. The 32X version looked great, but it was missing levels, missing components, missing good music. So outside of like a few select systems, you didn't see this game anywhere else. It was mainly on PC, and if you were playing it on another platform, you were having a bad time. So I was curious as to see how it would run purely on the PlayStation, and it runs fine. Runs just fine. I do wonder if it's compatible with the PS mouse though, because for games like Command and Conquer and Z and maybe one or two select other titles, the PS mouse could be utilized. I kind of want the PS mouse, to be fair. It runs just fine. I wanted to see what kind of build of Medieval 2 we got, so we popped into that. Same with Medieval 1. Although, weirdly enough, they're showing a part of Medieval 1 for the thumbnail that you can't get to. So let's see if I can show this. No, it's not. It's blurry as hell. So The screenshot that's on the little thumbnail thing for it is showing the cathedral section before the first boss you fight against. And they've clearly used cheats because or went back for that screenshot because they have a boatload of they have a bunch of gold, but they also have a giant silver shield, which you didn't really get until later on in the game, far later on in the game. We didn't try Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. doesn't really fit this theme because it's not a horror game. I mean, Halloween Spook-Tacular. Play the scariest games to ever haunt your PS1. Dancing Stage Fever, Monsters Inc., Muppet Monster Adventure. Yeah. Scariest games. But to be fair, my favorite out of the bunch was Silent Hill, Legacy of Kain. Like Legacy of Kain going in as we did, it was relatively short. Simply down to the fact we couldn't progress. I couldn't figure out how to. It is very clear you have to get over to the other ledge, but I didn't know how to. Going back and thinking about it, I think maybe we could have vaulted. Because if I remember, we could throw our weapon, yeet. Because the whole point of that section is to teach you how to pick up weapons and use them. And it is so cool. You're beating someone's ass, and then you're like triangle, stab, and then they just die, and then you suck up their soul, and then you get more energy, and then you have more time to do things. Oh, it is so good. It is such a fun game. I have to do a revisit on Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, but I don't currently have it installed here into my PlayStation collection. My PlayStation collection that is kind of incomplete because I can't get on the store right now. It kicks me off when I try it. So I can log into my account, but when I go in the store, it's like, no, and then it just kicks me off. But we also we tried Legacy of Kain, we tried Doom. Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark is creepy in an atmospheric way. Like, the way we were playing, the section we got to play, before I'm like, okay, I'm just done here, GG. It is very Resident Evil. A lot of games, including Silent Hill, copied that. Copied the formula, or not the formula, the overall isometric engine that Resident Evil used. Along with the tank controls. It's just the Phantom tank controls. If it works and it made a game popular, it got copied. Silent Hill done it, Alone in the Dark done it. The control schemes are all very similar. Down to a T. Except for Silent Hill, they had the audacity to give you a half-decent control scheme. Now, there was nothing ever... we were at a time where your buttons could be anything. Your buttons could literally be anything. Like, for us, fire in Doom is triangle. You wouldn't think that. You'd be like, okay, X. Square to open a door, or circle to open a door. Your back buttons, your L2 and R2 with shift weapons. L1, L2 for strafe. But triangle for firing your gun. What? That's an odd choice. Now, Alien Resurrection kind of standardized how we do things with, like, the analog stick and that. And people complained about it. People complained about it back in the day. They were like, nah, this is never going to work. It got standardized. It is the standard layout. You move around with the analog stick. You move your camera with the right analog stick. You fire with your triggers. It is now the standard. But that being said, what else did we play? I didn't try Quake 2 because if Doom was fine, then Quake 2 would have been fine. Silent Hill. The section that we played, or rather, go back to Alone in the Dark for a second. The controls were a little bit awkward. to begin with. Like, yeah, they're slow, and they're slow for a reason. And I said the game is atmospherically nice. It fits atmospherically. It is great. Music's great. It's just everything about it is great. We also tried Nightmare Creatures, which Nightmare Creatures isn't even bloody listed on here. So Legacy of Kain, Doom, Monsters Inc., Medieval, Medieval 2, Quake 2, Ghoul Panic, Muppet Monster Adventures, oh, it is listed. Never mind. And the reason I thought it was unlisted is because at the little bottom here, it would list the games. Or at least it would try to. Sometimes you would have to go to the overlay on the inside of the, you'd have to sometimes go to this section and look at the bottom. Because there would be a plus section, and it would tell you, it would just outright tell you what else is there. But I forgot Nightmare Creatures was on here, but I got to show off the demo that I remember. So I'm a happy chappy with that. But yeah, like I said, the control scheme for Alone in the Dark was really slow. The tank controls were not as responsive as they could have been for a game that was in 2001 on the PS1. Now the reason I say that is because when we were being attacked by the water lizard and it was dragging us under, it was taking us ages to turn around to try and shoot the damn thing. And it pissed me off because I'm like, okay, I have two options. I could try and run to where or push myself to where we're supposed to be, or I can wait to be attacked and then turn myself around very slowly, to which I'd also have very little time to react and then get my fingers back in placement to shoot. Because it is just so slow. It's like... It is very slow and just not good. It really isn't. But even though Silent Hill uses the same a very similar engine for movement and all that, it works even better. Because guess what? It's in a more closed space and the camera moves with you when you're turning, so it helps out. Silent Hill is also just a better game in general. It is more spooky. There's really less to worry about in that regard. Because, well, the two cross paths. Well, the two cross paths in terms of using similar engines for the games and being atmospherically creepy, both in their own right. Silent Hill at least runs smoother, looks nicer, and is doing more to up the creepiness factor. Like, when we were running through the building, there was that wham, 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 wham. That was really intense, and it irked me a little bit, but not in like the bad way. It gave me the spook a little bit. I'm like, But yeah, no, that's all I have to say about that. We absolutely weren't trying Monsters Inc. It's not a spooky game. It bears the name Monsters Inc., but that's a kids movie. A very good kids movie, by the way. Just putting that one out there. Muppet Monster Adventure is the Muppets. They're also not scary. Doesn't belong in this game. Or this demo. And dancing stage. Why? Were Konami pushing them or paying them that much to promote this on a whole crap ton of demo discs? They didn't change anything. Dancing Stage Fever. A brand spanking new demo that will have you doing the can. Enjoy. Come on. There's also Ghoul Panic. That just doesn't sound interesting. But like I've alluded to before, for a whole bunch of them, they were throwing out this dancing stage crap on every disc. The next one has it, which is 104, the last released PS1 demo in the UK. And Europe, I think, as well. There could be more. No, there's not. Future Publishing just outright said, "Hey, this is the last one. Suck it up, Barcob." And boy, howdy, they put some bangers on there, like Crash Bash, a second Net Your Aussie compilation, which is great because you're getting like 12 extra games, which is fantastic. But yeah, at some point I will get the Crash Bash video done. I want it to be a specific style. I need to research how to do it. I had to research what I need. I need to try and do a script and see if I can do that, and just yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you tonight. Tomorrow will be a Bell End stream. What? I have forgotten what else we're doing. Let me see. Let me see. Because I made a whole post about it. Let me see. No, I don't want to click on a show. I'm trying to click my name. Ding dong. Alright, let's see. Posts. If you want to see my post, click on my name. Go to the post doodad. Right, so on the Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow was meant to be Nightmare Creatures, but it's a Bell End stream. To make up for that, we're doing a kind of duet stream on Friday of Resident Evil and Nightmare Creatures. Tomorrow's a Bell End stream, like I've said. Thursday, we're gonna jump into At Dead of Night, where we're at a hotel with a sketchy ass manager who eventually tries to kill us. So, yeah, there's paranormal stuff that happens. There's a lot of things that happen. Like, we have to hide from the manager, which is creepy in its own right. So there's that. He can be a bit on the ferocious side. But you are navigating the hallways of this place. You have to go all over, solve puzzles, and he will chase you down. But it's not like a traditional chase. The chasing stuff is more or less done in the style of hide and seek. And basically, if you hear him coming, you hide. You hide wherever you are. So you have to go to the nearest room, and you have to hide in a specific location. And you have to actively wait for him to leave the room. Right? So you could hide in the bathroom, you crack the door open just ever so slightly, and you peek out. You watch him go past. But if he suspects that you're in the room, he will stay. Or what he will do is pop into the room that you are in. So let's say you hide in room 406, and then you hide in the bathroom for that room. If you crack the door open, you watch him go past. If you leave before he leaves, he will get you and you will die. Or, if he suspects that you're in that room, he will stay and try and bait you out. So you might think he's left, but he's actually there, and then you die. Or he may just bust into the bathroom you're hiding in and kill you. But you can bait him. You can make noises in certain places to bring him down to where you are, and then give him the old razzle dazzle skedaddle. So yeah, I know a little bit about this game, but I've never played it. Good friend Command Diver played this a few times, and it is quite the game to behold, let me tell you. And I cannot wait to thumbnail it up, and I cannot wait to show it off here. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed yourself, like, subscribe, share. Go check out the other content on the channel. There's over 1,000 live streams. There's a good few hundred videos up on the channel as well. There's a whole bunch of different things on the channel, like unboxings. You can see me skedaddle about games, give impressions of games. So like, I did a first impressions of Test Drive Unlimited 2, Forza Horizon 2. I talked about Forza Horizon 5, showed off some cars for that. I've done Dragon Ball mods, I've done Grand Theft Auto mods, I've done so much over the years. There's a whole ton of content on the channel for you to enjoy. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed yourself. This has been GTA Raj. My throat's getting a little dry. I need a drink, so take care, stay safe, and